This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9, and it reads to the Holy Scriptures. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 10, and it reads to the Holy Scriptures. Then say he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akarkadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to the Akim out there, and this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out. A recent news article of the escalating ongoing tensions going over there in the Israel-Palestine situation throughout the Gaza Strip, throughout southern Israel, and throughout the West Bank area as well too, as you continue to see the tensions between the Israelis, which is the IDF, versus the resistance of the Palestinians as well too, and Hamas as well too. And this is a news article from timesofisrael.com, published by Emmanuel Fablin, if I pronounce his name right. And it reads, five rockets from Gaza at south intercepted by the Iron Dome. It says no injuries or damages in the attack, and the tales of Israeli military raids in Jenin. Rocket fire breaks come since May 14th, trust ending in a 5-day flare-up of the Islamic Jihad. And it says a salvo of 5 rockets were launched from the Gaza Strip at southern Israel early Wednesday morning, the military said, in what happens to be in a response by the terrorist groups at a deadly army raid in the West Bank city of Jenin. The Israel Defense Forces said the rockets would trigger alarms in the southern city of Shadrach and other nearby towns were all intercepted by the Iron Dome defense system. Footage posted to social media shows the moments of the incoming projectiles were intercepted. There were no reports of injuries or damage in the rocket attack. It says the rocket fire was the first from all the coastal enclaves since May the 14th, at the tails of a 5-day flaring up in violence between the IDF and the Islamic Jihad in the Gaza Strip. The rocket attack came after Israeli troops pulled back from Jenin following a 44-hour-long incursion targeting terrorist groups in the Palestinian refugees camps adjacent to the West Bank city. And the Israeli soldiers were killed in a shootout attack as operations wind down Tuesday evening. The IDF said. The Palestinian health official said 13 Palestinians were killed and dozens were wounded in the fighting. Over the past year, Palestinian Islamic Jihad terrorist groups has responded with rocket fire from Gaza when the West Bank base members were killed by Israel.
من فلسطين
As you seen, that little 7-second clip right there was published from Shehebe Agency from Twitter, showing that 7-second clip, and that must have been the Iron Dome firing, intercepting those rockets with fire from Gaza. I believe that was sirens was heard in Shadrach, and they was heading towards the Israelis' way from the Gaza Strip, firing 5 missiles, and it was intercepted. Those 5 missile launches from Gaza was intercepted by the Iron Dome. So that was a little preview right there. It says still there were no immediately come by any of the Gaza terror groups for the rocket fire early Wednesday. The IDF expected to respond to the rocket attack, risking sending the regional spiraling back into another round of an intense fight. On On Tuesday, a Hamas terrorist rammed his car into a crowded Tel Aviv bus stop and began stabbing people, wounding 8, including a pregnant woman who reportedly lost her baby. The attacker was killed by an armed bystander. Hamas said the attack was revenge for the Israeli offense. This is a video clip right here. I believe it's 45 seconds. Right, those were the Iron Dome intercepting those 5 missiles that was heading towards the Shirak area, fired by Hamas in that region. And this was as of 6:01 p.m., July the 4th, 2023. You know, because the time zones are kind of different over there in the Middle East and in comparison to the United States. It says Israeli generally retaliates with airstrikes against the sites belonging to the Gaza rulers. The Hamas terrorist group, regardless of the group launching the attack, nothing that it is responsible for any attacks imitating for the territory. More rarely, it has directed its response to the Islamic Jihad if the terrorist group claimed responsibility. The IDF has already been on high alert for potential rockets from Gaza in response to the Geneva raid, with authorities canceling a large concert in the southern city of Shirak on Monday, though no other precautions were issued. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying with the ongoing tensions with the Israel-Palestine situation. And this was a news article from Times of Israel, timesofisrael.com. As it says, 5 rockets fired from Gaza at south, intercepting by the Iron Dome, the IDF reported. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Karkadash. Shalom to the elders who preach the word truthfully and sincerely, and shalom to the Akim, scattered in 4 corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom.